Greetings, this is the Retire Mentality. Today I'm in my office. You don't usually see me in here. You usually see me out behind the barn, I like to call it, with my background there. But if this is your first time here, thank you for coming by. And if you've been here before, thank you very much for coming back. We're going to do another Puerto Rico video today. These Puerto Rico videos have by far been my most popular. And we love it that you're coming and looking for the Puerto Rico stuff and following the progress of the house I bought there. I'm in the process of buying another house in Puerto Rico. But I also have a lot of other videos on my channel, so be sure you check them out if you're into real estate investing, owning vacation rentals, financial freedom, retiring early, the FIRE movement, all that stuff. I got a lot of videos that touch on some of those topics. So be sure you look around while you're here. But today, let's talk about scams while you're looking for real estate in Puerto Rico. I found a property that may or may not be a scam. So I'm going to take you inside of my computer today, and I'm going to show you the ad that I found. And then I spoke with my real estate attorney in Puerto Rico, and her and I kind of talked about the property. So I want to kind of take you through that process and show you some things to look out for and be wary while you search in Puerto Rico. So without further ado, here we go. Let's take a look. Hey, let me break in for a second here. Quick update. Stay to the end for an update on what happened after I got done shooting this video. Okay, here we are inside my computer. I haven't filmed like this before, so hopefully this turns out okay. So we are in classificadosonline.com. Here is an ad that is potentially fraudulent, scammer, person. I don't know. This is an actual live ad online right now. So if it's not an ad, I don't want to call this guy a scammer, but it's definitely suspicious, and I'll show you why I say that. So here's what we got going on. This is a beachfront paradise with private beach access. It's 2-bedroom, 2 baths upstairs with a studio apartment down below. Show you the pictures real quick. This is cool. This is exactly how I do it. This guy's got a fire pit here. He's got a barbacoa here. It's right on the water. You've got this cool porch to look out here. Watch the waves roll in. Vaulted ceilings. The kitchen is updated. You've got, sorry about that. Cool backyard. Hammocks to sit here and watch the waves on the rocks. Here's one of the bedrooms. Vaulted ceilings. Updated bath. And the other master bedroom. Here's the view from the street. It's got this wall around the property. Bathroom number 2. Redone. Obviously, he used black fixtures. I like black fixtures. I'm putting those in the house I'm redoing. He should have done the shower also, but I digress. So that's what the house looks like. Now let's look at the ad here. It says hard to find private corner house on the beach, completely remodeled 2-bedroom, 2-bath house with 1-bedroom, 1-bath studio below, beachfront, blah blah blah. Everything remodeled, new wiring, new breaker box, light and power accounts. Now here's where it gets interesting. It says here, untitled property, but registered with the Property Department of Puerto Rico Hacienda. So I was like, I wonder what that means. So I reached out to my attorney. Well, so first of all, I asked the guy, I was like, what does this mean? And well, I'll just tell you how the conversation with the attorney went. So I reached out to my attorney. I put this into a Word document so that it was easier to follow along. And I told my attorney, I said, I found a house that says that it's untitled. So I copied and pasted from the ad. It says the house is untitled property, but registered with Property Department of Hacienda. And I said, do you know what this means? The guy told me that he said, it's no big deal. He said for between $2,000 to $4,000, your attorney could get the title work figured out. So my reply from my attorney, she said, that doesn't make sense. If it's registered at the property registry, why is it untitled? I have never heard of something like this. It's either a fraud or he is not explaining the property problem correctly. So I asked him for a little bit more information. And I said, here is what he said in a text message. So this is copied and pasted from his text that I sent to my attorney. He said, it's easier to explain over the phone, but it means it's your house and you have the deed, but the land is yours, but not on title. It still belongs to the city. That doesn't make sense right there. He says the land is yours, but it still belongs to the city. He said, having a title this way allows you not to pay property taxes. The word taxes got cut off there, but that's what it said. So my attorney read that, and then she said, that doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. If the land is his, he better have a title. He may own a house on someone else's land, which is a problem. Without seeing the papers that he has, I really can't tell you for sure, but I can assure you there are no free tickets. You pay taxes unless you are exempted, and if it's not like that, you are not paying because it's not your land, is what she's saying here. So I said, okay, I'll ask him for some paperwork. So I went back to this dude and I said, hey man, I copied and pasted that response from my attorney and I sent it back to this guy and told him, hey, do you have some paperwork my attorney can look at? Because she said this doesn't make sense. And now it's just crickets. He hasn't replied to me. So I haven't heard anything for over a day now from him. When I first texted him, he was Johnny on the spot. He texted me right back and he said, hey, thanks for your interest. I have over 20 people interested in this property. So if you want to buy it, you better hurry. And so now all of a sudden I asked him for some paperwork and he's not getting back to me. So he's, as you can see here, he's a for sale by owner. So he's not being represented by an attorney. He told me he has this California phone number, but I asked him if he had any rental history on the property, and he said, no, I live in it full time. So I don't know what's going on here. Like I said, I'm not saying this is a fraud because I don't know. I don't have any paperwork to verify it, but I personally am going to walk away from this deal. Like I said in my previous video about buying property in Puerto Rico, you just have to be prepared to walk away and never trust anything anybody tells you. I only trust my attorney. This is a good example of just not trusting what you see online or what somebody tells you. And, like I say, just be prepared to walk. I'm going to walk away from this deal. If paperwork miraculously shows up in my inbox and my attorney can look at it, I'll pick the ball back up here. But until then, I am writing this one off. I don't know if somebody, it's a great deal. It's a cute house. It's a cool spot. So, I guess I could be showing you the deal of the day right here. If you buy it, I guess send me an email and wave it in my face and say, you were wrong, Jeff. Here is my new house I just bought. But I am not going to risk $125 cash of my money on this until I can verify I actually own the property. So that is the little lesson for today. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you found value in this, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and then I will be able to keep making more videos like this to hopefully help you out. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.
Hey, I want to do a quick update for this video. After I got this thing all put together, I tried texting the seller one more time since I hadn't heard from him in like 2 days. And this time he had been ignoring me. This time he texted me right back and he said, hey, I got a deposit already. The house is under contract. So I don't know. I thought maybe he was lying to me because I had an attorney and he thought I was maybe smarter than the average bear. And my thought was he was just trying to get people to put their deposit money down. Because as you know or may not know, in Puerto Rico, it's usually like 5 or 10% of the purchase price. So I was thinking he was maybe trying to get people to go under contract, give a deposit and disappear. If he was doing that, I would think that he probably would have tried to get as many people as he could to give him a deposit when he told me he had taken a deposit and it was already under contract. Made me think maybe this guy was legit. I don't know. I even had my wife email him from her email address in Spanish just to be sure. Like one more level of sleuthing detective work, I guess. And he told her the same thing. And so maybe this was a legit ad. I don't know, but it still was something based on the information he gave me and based on the information my attorney gave me, still something to be very careful of and leery of, and be sure you do your diligence and dig into everything that you hear. So there you go. I just want to play it fair here and let you know exactly what happened. So I was a little reluctant to post this video because I don't want to accuse somebody of something they're not doing, but I just want to put it out there that these are the things to watch out for. Whether this was legit, whether it wasn't legit, I don't know. I guess I won't know. But that is the story, and it's just one more layer to watch out for. And I also decided to cover up his phone number, so you'll see a little white bar You saw the little white bar in the video that kind of went up and down. I just decided to cover up his contact information. The video is not online, or the ad does not show up online anymore. So I don't know. I also want to tell you again, in this video, if you look down in the description, I have a link to airdna.co. It's a great tool to use if you're looking for vacation properties, especially in a place like Puerto Rico where you don't have a lot of information on comparable properties. They have a free version. You can get in there and noodle around a little bit and see if you like it. But with the paid version, you get a lot more information. You can find out what properties are renting for. You can see where they're advertising them, what their vacancy rates look like, and you can kind of dial in on certain areas. So be sure you check out that link below for AirDNA. And if you didn't subscribe, I hope that you please will. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you very much.